So Everton had a relatively poor start to the season, continuing with another loss to Villa, who honestly predominantly dominated the game, held possession the entire time, and we were completely unable to grab possession for a large period of time. A few people had a couple shots. Anthony Gordon took 3 shots, but Dwight McNeil took 2 shots. Demarai Gray took 2 shots, but they all accumulated low XG, and so they were pretty poor shots from poor positions. Honestly, Everton's a bit of a mess right now. We need a couple transfers to fix things up. Right now we just brought in Onana, who's probably going to help us become a bit more solid defensively. I could see us kind of being a team grinding out 0-0s, 1-0s, 1-1 draws, 2-1s. We don't have a lot going forward. Our centre backs look solid. Connor Cody and Tarkowski have been doing pretty well. Holgate tends to get into the box a lot, and he did this game, getting 2 shots as well. I think for both of those 3, you might not be able to go wrong, but I would not invest in Everton defence right now. Anthony Gordon also might be going, but I think he's likely going to stay. Chelsea is supposedly offering 45 mil, but I don't think it's going to happen, and if it did, we definitely need some transfers. But maybe Patterson if you want. I actually have Patterson, but I think Nico Williams might be a better option in my opinion.
Hi, FPL Lost checking in to review the game week for Southampton. Let's start with the bad stuff. We still suck. We were really poor against Leeds, in my opinion, at least for 60 minutes when we were down 2-0. Ralph Hasenhüttl refuses to let go of his 3-5-2 experiment formation-wise. It was kind of a relief for everyone that he decided to drop it after 60 minutes. He brought Joe Aribo on, but he brought him on eventually, and also switched the formation back to a 4-4-2 or 4-2-2-2. His preferred formation historically, and it changed the game. Aribo was great. He also brought new signing Sekou on as a striker, and it completely changed the game. Suddenly we were speedy. We created a lot of chances. Che Adams' whole play were brilliant. Not surprisingly, Aribo scored his first Premier League goal for the club, 2-1, and then shortly after, Sekou put a through ball to Kyle Walker-Peters, scored a great goal as well. 2-2 final result, kind of mixed emotions, I must say still. The club is pretty much in disarray at the moment. There's rumors that Ralph is losing the dressing room. At 60 minutes, I think most Southampton fans felt that he was gonna get sacked, and I think he really and the team needs to start performing. I hope he reverts back to the 4-2-2-2. That would be my guess.
Hi guys, FPL Chandler here, just with a very quick review of the game yesterday at Forest at the City Ground. I went there yesterday. It was an incredible atmosphere, one of the best I've ever seen there. We were definitely the 12th man, I think. Thought we played really well in the first half. We set up pretty much as expected, with the 3 centre-backs and 2 wing-backs bombing forward at every opportunity on the counter. Nico Williams, the standout, I think, £4 million defender who's on free kicks and corners, had a couple of chances himself. He looked really good. Thought we were really good in midfield as well, to say that we've got essentially a new team. Thought Mangala and O'Brien were fantastic together. Yeah, like I say, rode our luck. Obviously, if you had Dean Henderson, I'm sort of gutted that I wasn't a little bit braver in selecting him. Obviously, if you do have him, enjoy those 14 points. I don't know how Lingard got given that assist. Yeah, and I'm really optimistic. Obviously, the second half we did come under a lot of pressure and thought we dealt with it really well. Obviously, a bit lucky with the penalty save. I think they hit the crossbar twice, created some chances, which we didn't do against Newcastle. I'm quite hopeful. We played a good side yesterday. West Ham, very good team, top 6. So yeah, I'm really optimistic. Get Nico in your starting lineup next week.
Hello listeners, FPL Velvet here. What it means FPL terms are basically what we can draw from the game. So the game overall, I suppose, I'd be lying if I said we wasn't fortunate. We were very lucky to get a point. It was very much a game of 2 halves. First half, Chelsea dominated the midfield, controlled the game, controlled the tempo. They had us chasing shadows. Second half, Conte changed the tactics, but the introduction of Basuma was very important to regaining our midfield stability, and then we grew into the game a lot more, created near enough the same amount of chances, and the XG in the game was actually quite similar at the full-time whistle as well. So what we can draw from the game in FPL terms, really, Kulusevski was quiet, but again, no need to knee-jerk here. It's Chelsea away, it's a very difficult fixture. I think he's still a fantastic asset and is probably on my watch list to one to bring in as well. Heung-min Son had a really quiet game again. You know, this is the second week running versus Southampton, who's also very quiet. I thought he was quite poor. Again, he just didn't look himself. He didn't look composed. You know, it takes a bit too long on the ball. His final pass wasn't quite weighted correctly. Harry Kane, I mean, what can I say? Right man, right place. Yet again, fantastic asset. I sold him for Haaland game week 2. Captained Haaland, obviously had Kane game week 1, so it's not gone very well for me, but I'll be sticking with Haaland. But yeah, for sure I'll be looking to bring in Kane at various stages throughout the season. Thank you and goodbye.
Hi guys, this is Ishan aka Hobbs3103 on Twitter. As a Chelsea fan, slightly disappointed. I felt 2-2 was an unfair result with their fluid 3-4-3 out of possession and 4-2-2-2 in possession, creating a midfield overload of Jorginho, Kante, Loftus-Cheek and Mount, which constantly outmatched the Spurs midfield, with Chelsea having almost double the possession, having almost double the number of successful passes, and having an XG of 1.58 versus Spurs' 1.01. And in the end, it was just some dubious refereeing from Anthony Taylor which prevented Chelsea from coming away with 3 points. Havertz with slightly better composure in front of goal at 7.9 million could be a steal. Sterling was everywhere. He had a very fluid role on the left side and the right, sometimes through the centre. He came away with an assist and he also missed his customary one big chance of the match. Cucurella was on all left-sided set pieces, and once we figure out how Chilwell and he rotate, could be great value at 5 million. Koulibaly at 5.5 million looks to be the perfect fit to play in a big club in the Premier League. What technique to score that goal on the volley from the counter. But the man of the moment was Reece James, probably one of his best performances in a Chelsea shirt. Kept Son in his pocket for the first 60 odd minutes when he was playing at right centre back, and when he shifted to right wing back, immediately created a big chance before he finally scored his goal. Net as a Chelsea fan, on the evidence of what I saw last night, I'm very excited to see what the season holds, and if Chelsea can keep this level of performance up, then I think there are good things in store.